Climate Summit. Everywhere we look in Africa, there is a climate.
Secretary General will have some remarks, and then we'll have just a bit of time. We're a bit.
Global institutions need to step up, guarantee African representation, and respond to African needs and African potential. From international financial institutions to the Security Council of the United Nations, where Africa lacks a permanent seat. That is why across my upcoming meetings, including the ASEAN meeting in Indonesia this week, followed by the G20 meeting in India and the G77 in Cuba, I will continue advocating for deep reforms to make these institutions more responsive to the needs of developing countries, and in particular, Africa.
They're talking about. Sorry?
We need to have an effective debt relief mechanism. We have so many African countries in a situation of debt distress or close to debt distress, and they have not fiscal space to have climate action and even to address the basic needs in education and health. In Africa, there is more money paid in interest rates than in education and health in several African countries. So when we speak about the need to reform international financial institutions, when we need to speak about the reform of the Security Council and the presence of Africa, we are talking exactly on how to bridge that division, that gap that exists between the developed and developing countries.
So, good afternoon once again. 2 questions. So then what does the
public and private investment financing is going down year on year, right? So with all of the
20 countries of the world, the G20, including several Asian countries, represent 80% of emissions. And the impact is being suffered everywhere, but of the 20 countries more impacted by climate change in the disasters that are created, 17 are in Africa. So all the efforts that Asian countries must make to reduce their emissions are very important to help Africa avoid the kind of disasters that unfortunately are increasing in such a devastating way.